Mia was like, what you talking about, G? I ain't got no health problems. Oh, shit. Damn, the storyline. Ooh. What's up, you guys? I'm your girl, Cassie, and we are back with a new recap of Real Housewives of Potomac. This episode was good. It was juicy. It was everything that I've been waiting the whole season for. So, the name of the episode was called Burn Session, honey. And if you watch the episode, you see that that whole idea was just a hot ass mess, child. Before we get all into that, let's just start from the beginning. We see Ashley and Candiace having like a good little time. They're starting to get to know each other. You know, it seems like they're getting comfortable around each other, with Ashley, you know, sharing some things about her divorce and, you know, the stuff coming out in the blogs. And, you know, regardless of what y'all want to say, and Candiace is not my fave. Well, she was not my fave. She is starting to slowly inch up in my fave list. And I don't really like it because I'm not a Candiace fan. But anyway, Candiace did seem like she was kind of supportive of Ashley and her newfound singleness or separation or whatever you want to call it. Like, I was just like, you know, so that's why I'm so thrown off at what happened at the end of the episode. But you see Candiace and Ashley really try to work at their friendship. And, you know, it's like, okay, cool. You know, they sitting together, they spilling some tea. And, you know, it's very cute. They doing a little kiki. We also see Giselle with her girls. They go to the nail salon. And I always love to see Giselle with her girls. Like, I love the relationship that they have. I love that she touches on the whole co-parenting thing, you know, but I feel like that's good to show that side of Giselle, because the side that we normally see is not always good. But a lot of listeners or a lot of fans or viewers were saying Giselle really doesn't have a storyline. Outside of this whole Chris thing and her kids, she really doesn't have that much of a storyline. You know, people are saying like, you know, we want to see you talk more about Jamal and the co-parenting or your past experience as a first lady. And, you know, we want to see more of Giselle, and like, we don't really see much. So that's why a lot of people are saying, you know, is she doing a lot of this stuff for a storyline? But I do love seeing Giselle with her daughters, but I agree, she doesn't really give anything until it's time for the drama child. Now, a lot of people were cracking up at Mia's scene because while she was being extra talking about, girl, you know, we got ready to put out a centerpiece. You know, we can't have a little lunch without a centerpiece. Like, girl, why you being extra? Why you being extra? Go out there and eat them damn crackers and forget that centerpiece. Like, why you being all extra? And it was just so funny because when her and her husband G was talking, and he was like, you know, like, I want to see what's going on with you. And she was like, you know, he was like, with you and your health and all of this. She was like, what help? Mia was like, what you talking about, G? I ain't got no health problems. Oh, shit. Damn, the storyline. Ooh. Yeah, she really did look genuinely like confused. Like, boy, what the hell is you talking about? Mia really did look confused. And she was just like, you know, and then she had to keep on with the keep on. So I did feel like that was kind of odd. Like, why she acting like she don't know what he's talking about? But the real tea was when she started talking about the whole Miami trip. Like, she want to take the girls to Miami. And she started having a flashback of a time when her and G was in Miami. And I don't know, like, a lot of people are saying, like, was she trying to insinuate that G was still married and they had sex on the beach in Miami during her girls trip while he was still married? Like, what? I couldn't really, because I could have sworn that she said that she met him somewhere at the Steak and Lobster strip club. Mia is my girl, but the lies I just cannot keep up with. Like, she is all over the damn place. I love it. She's a hot mess and I love it. You know what I'm saying? We also see Robin going into her office to talk about this whole prenup thing with Juan Dixon that nobody cares about. Like, okay, Wendy, clearly she's making some coins, and she's probably making more coins than Juan, because she is very serious about this whole, you know, if things were to go wrong, she just want to be able to protect her assets. And I guess, no problem with that. But it's just like, you know, girl, we've been talking about this for almost 2 episodes. Like, we don't care. We don't care. But you did look good in that scene. Robin really looked good with that long hair, the brown, like, period, Robin. You still get on my nerves, but you did look good in this episode. Now, when we see Wendy, Karen, and Ashley go out to this whole tulip field thing, and, you know, eventually they get to talking about, you know, Wendy says that she wants to have this idea about this whole burn session, and she wants people to get stuff off their chest. And when it come down to how she should invite the girls, it's like, Wendy, are you open to trying to change and be accountable, or are you not? Because Ashley is trying to just give you pointers on how you probably should do with the invite. And once again, you going back and forth, back and forth. It's like, with Wendy, nobody can tell her nothing. Like, she's just right. She's just right with whatever's going on. And like, that's why I don't get into Wendy for real. I don't understand what her deal is. But, you know, of course, she invited the girls out to this burn session. They went back to a winery, child. Like, you know, they don't have a good track record with the wineries, if you remember what happened a few seasons ago. But, you know, they all get there and this burn session starts. You can just tell right away that this was just going to be a hot mess. Like, it was a okay idea, but girl, 2 or 3 people in the group got smoked with you, Wendy. So I don't know what she was expecting. So it starts off, I mean, Ashley had nice things to say. Karen and Candiace had good things to say. But Mia was just like, you know, girl, I'm not really here for you. Like, it's so hard to like her. And then Robin and Giselle, you know, they really didn't have nothing nice to say. Now, in Wendy's defense, Robin, why are you so aggressive? Like, she's not even getting upset at you, regardless of if you feel like she's taking accountability or she's fake or whatever. Why you getting so upset? Why you getting so mad? And you loud and wrong. The whole thing was you mad at Wendy because you said, oh, don't tell nobody that I tried to like come at you and fight you and I had to be held back and stuff like that. Don't tell no lie like that. What production do? Like, shout out to production. I've been shouting out production this whole season, because the way that they can pull receipts and show the real tea, chef's kiss. So Robin think that she doing something by calling Sharice saying, girl, did you have to lay one finger on me to hold me back from Wendy, this and that, that. Sharice talking about, nah, what the production say, what the tape shows. Her standing up and Sharice putting her hands and laying a finger on her to hold her back from being aggressive. Like, Robin is always aggressive. Like, let's just talk about it. She's always aggressive. She's the most aggressive, combative, pouting type, walking off type person I've ever seen. Like, which one is it, Robin? For real. And they really didn't even accomplish nothing. Like, they went back and forth. Robin walked out. She walked off like, okay, girl, whatever. But the real kicker was when Ashley decided to drop some more sauce on this whole Chris situation and said, girl, my homegirl Deborah said, or whatever her name, Deb or whoever, said that Chris was looking at her and trying to be a little slick with her. Now, what the production showed didn't show that, but this is what Ashley is saying that her, you know, mommy friend told her. Then she tried to be slick and throw Mia into it. Said, girl, even Mia said he was looking, you know, he was looking at her. And Mia said, well, you know, not in a sexual way, child, but, you know, he was looking. And Candiace was just like, no. One thing about it, I'm child, my man, child, she is standing 10 toes down in her union and about her husband. And I love to see it. I love to see how she holds him down. But, you know, I do wish that she was just a little bit more receptive to what some of the ladies are saying, because you don't want to be dismissive of what they're saying. Like, if 3, 4, 5 people are saying, you know, a certain type of thing, you may just want to look into it. You know, that's all. That's all. Just have a little conversation with them. That don't mean that they're right. You know, it doesn't mean that they're right or he's right, whatever. Like, let's just have a conversation. But like she said, it's a pattern that they trying to paint with this whole Chris thing. And, you know, I definitely agree, because they are just packing it on. They are not going to stop until, you know, they make Chris look just as crazy as, you know, Michael Darby was looking, which, you know, he was looking damn crazy. You know what I'm saying? And so the real thing is when Ashley said, well, oh, girl, it don't feel good, don't it? And I just like that Candiace was just eating her up. Once you realize, like, Ashley, you really fake. You really fake. Like, you really, you know, you going through so much stuff in your own divorce that you are gloating in the fact that people are saying something about my husband for whatever reason, because I thought we was cool. Like, you was just in my house. You could have told me this. You could have called me. Ashley playing all innocent, like, girl, I want to tell you to your face. Would you rather, you know, me tell you this to your face or whatever like that? Just messy. Just messy. Like, you know, you can never really trust Ashley. And like I said, like that little sinister look she gave when she said, oh, it don't feel good, do it. What the hell you got going on, Ashley? Really? Really? And like I said, Candiace was just eating her up, honey. She was just eating her up like, honey, you would know, you know, or no, there's proof. It's well documented. Like, don't play with me. Don't play with me. So all in all, that burn session was a hot ass mess. I don't think anything got resolved. Nothing got resolved. Even when Candiace and Giselle tried to have a little sidebar, Candiace stated that she was understanding what Giselle was saying, but only to be defensive still as about what Giselle was saying, and then start crying. Once again, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Do you understand what Giselle was saying, or do you not? So I'm tired. They done just drug this thing out just too long. I'm over that whole storyline at the end of the day. Like, everybody wrong. Everybody wrong. Chris shouldn't have been putting yourself in that situation. And then Giselle, if you felt uncomfortable, like instead of just telling Robin, you probably should have just reached out to Candiace and just, put a little 1-2 in her ear. Period. That's it. Like, let's move on. Let's move on to the next topic because they are really dragging this out. So overall, it was juicy, and it's going to get even more juicy because the stuff that Candiace says to Ashley about her husband, messy, messy, messy. That's my thoughts, guys, on the Real Housewives episode of the burn session. What was this? Episode 5. It was good. As of right now, Karen, still love you. Mia, you are a liar. You're very shady. Possibly a home wrecker, but I love you, girl. Ashley, messy, petty. Wendy, condescending, like they said. Condescending, girl. You coming off like you really just want to be friends. You like, okay, I just want to be y'all friends. Like, I just want to be friends at this point. Like, I done been a bitch to y'all. Clearly, y'all don't F with me. So now I'm just going to try to double back and be y'all friend. Don't care for Wendy at all. Giselle, want you to have a little bit more going on. Like, let's see more outside of just the drama. And Robin, you need to look into the mirror. The same thing you telling Wendy. You need to look into the mirror and tone down the aggressiveness, girl. Focus on this damn wedding or whatever you got going on with Juan Dixon or whatever. But, you're aggressive. And you be pouting like a little kid. Those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think about this last episode of The Real Housewives of Potomac. Who is in the right? Who's in the wrong as it relates to Ashley and Candiace? Let me know what you think in the comments. Peace.